about Kerley. Like, he could be the favorite in the 200, which is crazy. A guy who's run 20.2 as his PB could be considered, though he says the co-favorite for the 200 right now. What do you guys think about that? Like, what would you say Fred Kerley's chances are in the 200?
I could see him winning. I mean, when you take 43 speed with 9.8 speed, that should be 19.8. He should be a 19.8 guy, not a 20.2. And the question is, now that he already has the monkey off his back, that he made his team, he might not be as there's not as much pressure. So maybe his lack of intensity might allow for a Terrence Laird and a Noah Lyles to kind of put it all in, because they kind of like, this is the only team I can make. Whereas Kerley's kind of like house money and won't be as focused. But I mean, it would be the lowest seeded 200-meter runner to ever win an Olympic trials for sure.
I could definitely see Fred Kerley scooching his way in there. Like you said, it's a 9.8 speed mixed with the 20.2 speed, but you also have to throw in his 400-meter training. That's what helps you really get through the rounds, especially for something like the 200. And that's exactly what he has. He's extremely in shape for this. So I really feel like he can pull it off. And I don't think that he's going to get relaxed at all. Or you leave it to any of the young guys at all. They're going to have to fight for it. People like Terrence. So it's going to be a fight.
Yeah. It's just interesting. If I told you guys at the beginning of the year that Fred Kerley is going to beat Noah Lyles in the Olympic trials 200, you'd say, what planet are you living on? Because it would be predicated on two things happening: Lyles getting beat, which did not look likely at all, and then Fred Kerley deciding to run an event he had never run before. It was, I mean, the odds of that are just way out there. Travis is putting up another Michael Johnson tweet from 2 days ago. We'll be interested to see if Fred Kerley made the right decision, scratching for the 400 to attempt making the team at 100 and 200. And before anyone says anything, I'm not saying or insinuating it's the wrong decision. I truly do not know. I mean, this is not a bad take by Michael Johnson from 2 days ago, because Gordon and I said very similar things. It's like, you knew he was going to get top three probably in the 400, and you look at the 400 results tonight, you'd feel good about saying, hey, Fred Kerley could have made that team. It seemed like such a risk because there were so many good 100 guys.
Yeah, and he followed up his tweet just now. I said, I truly do not know. Now I know. Great performance by Kerley to make the 100 team, and still has a 200 where he should be better. But ultimately, he won't know for sure if he made the right decision until after Tokyo. Oh, he's still holding on. No, he made the right decision. He went 9.8, and he made the right decision. He could bomb out at Tokyo, and it's still the right decision. No.
Serenity, I got a specific track question for you. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
So,
what is it?
Here's the question. He's good in the 1. He's good in the 4. Even before this meet, he was good in the 1 and good in the 4. And then his 200 was lagging a little bit. Is there something unique about the 2, like with the curve, that you can think of as to why he would not be good at that event? Or do you think it's just a small sample size because he hasn't run it that much and eventually his 200 is going to catch up to his other 2 events? Like, is there something really unique about the 2 that differentiates it from the 1 and the 4 that could just be a weakness in his game?
Absolutely. I feel like the 200 is something that needs repetition every time because it changes so much. And I really think that the key for him is just putting himself out there coming off of the first 100. As long as he does that, then he has the endurance to keep going. And you see now he has the speed. So yeah, it's an extreme difference from the 100 and the 400. The 200 is very technical. It's longer than the 100. So it's like the 100 is just, you blink and it's over. The 400, you can really take your time with it. You can muscle it out. Any mistakes that you've made in the first 200, you can fix it. Like Randolph, I might be jumping ahead, but like Randolph did, he fixed his mistakes. But for the 200, it's just very quick, but it's quick for it to be that long. So,
Okay.
I think that now he's amped up, honestly. Fred is he's a different breed. But then again, I'm going to throw this in there. I think that Noah is too. Because Noah did not make it, we will not hear from him until that 200 meter final is done. That's just how Noah is. When I've spoken with him before, I know that he is just a different person right now. So,
Okay. I mean, we can't overlook Bednarik, who's a 200-meter guy as well, too. 989. He was just 0.03 from Kerley, and we would be having an entirely different conversation if those two guys were switched, and we would be saying, oh, well, Kerley's in the relay pool at least, but he didn't make it, and look at these 400-meter results. He could have had a guaranteed spot on the team, and now he's going to have to beat Noah. He's going to have to beat Kenny. He's going to have to beat Terrence coming back in a couple days in the 200. Like, is he going to do it? It's just these small margins make such a big difference.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we should move.
Kenny.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're good.
No, go for it. No, what do you want to say about Kenny? Go for it.
Kenny has really shocked me. When I first saw him in the prelims, I was just like, okay, so he's just here to get the rounds in of the 100 until it's time for the 200, his main event. But Kung Fu Kenny came out, and now he's on the 4x1. So,
yeah, I mean he's solid, and he's a guy who, again, was like a 2-4 guy. So it made a little bit of sense moving down to the 1. Like him succeeding in the 1 to me was not as surprising as Kerley succeeding in the 1. We got some people in the chat talking about how Kerley runs the curves. We're going to have to, I guess, just pay more attention to that in the opening round. To your point, Serenity, just those reps, just those repetitions and trying to find that middle ground between those two distances is harder. I just think it's funny because you put those two things in a pace calculator, right? And you say he runs 9.9, he runs 43 and change. He's going to be a great 200-meter runner, but not that simple, not that obvious, right?
it is not that simple, nor that obvious at all. But I just kind of feel like as a 400 runner, I have run the 100. It's just, I feel like it's harder to go to the 100, in my opinion. As a 400 runner, I might have to ask my Instagram about this. As a 400 runner, is it harder to do the 100 or the 200? The 100, I know when I'm in the blocks, I'm thinking about how everybody's fingers look next to me. I'm not used to starting next to people. Especially how you stay so relaxed if somebody else jumps next to you. And it's just the way it's over so quick. I'm like, why are you guys reacting to the gun this quick? So I don't know. The 100 is difficult.
Yeah. Something to watch